Wow, there are a lot of you this year. Hello, guys. Hi. So, we're having some technical difficulties, we lost the ability to play video, so, you know, this is really good. I kind of run out of things to do very quickly when I can't play or make YouTube videos anymore. But hello, is everyone having a good MCM and or Vidfest? You're all looking very lovely in your costumes and things. It's very exciting. You're all very soft. Some of you are quite sweaty, but you know that's fine. There's like 3 things that are definitely going to happen when I come to this. Is one, I'm going to get a cold. I call it nerd flu, and one of you will give it to me, or 100. You know, that's fine. It happens. The other one is I'm going to smell a lot, and the other is that I will die. So this happens every year, twice a year. Oh god. But yes. So we have a lot of really awesome things coming up. Do you know what panels are coming up? 12:30 there is the Project Library panel. Holy crap, that was awesome. Okay, cool. If you don't know what Project Library is, it's this awesome series right now on the YouTubes that I am an executive producer on, which basically means I don't do anything, but it makes me feel good, and I get to put my name on it, which is awesome. It's super cool, and it's made by a lot of people around here, and you should check it out, and if you haven't, I'm sure you will, because 12:30 they'll play some of it, and that'll be good. How are we doing? I'm going to look over here. Is there any progress? Shaky. So it's Michael J. Fox program. Okay. Thanks for humor. Okay, well good. Well, I don't want to hype, but in case not all of you know, yesterday I released Astronaut 7.
Why won't you let me die?
Okay. I don't know if it means that you did know or you didn't, but either way. So hopefully, if the Wi-Fi works, we'll play that. We're not going to get you excited. But don't get excited. We will definitely play it tomorrow if you're here. I have a panel at 3:30 where we'll do a lot of things, and I have extra stuff planned for the Sunday panel because there's less of you, and it's going to be less scary to do crazy, stupid things. But yeah, if that works, we'll play that. I have the opportunity to take a lot of questions from you guys, so that could be fun. That's also a lot easier than coming up with things to say. I want to give you a quick update on Etol, if you know what that is. I'm sure like half of you just clapping to be nice. Yeah, Etol is a web series that I run and have done a shaky job of running this year. We kind of went on a 9-month hiatus, which is great. Good job, me. But we're back now, and we have something coming out in December. And then January, and then hopefully February, and you get the idea. But we're back, basically. Which is cool. But, how we doing? Thumbs down. Like, is that a permanent, okay. I mean, did I say Astronaut 7? I meant nothing. That's what I meant to say. Sorry about this, guys. These things do happen, and it is entirely my fault. I didn't bring it. I didn't bring the video.
And we did ask you to as well.
Yeah, no, they did. Disappointed in everyone. Yeah, that's fine. You can all boo if you want. I'll just get it out of the way now. I'm very sorry, but you know, you all have 3G. Split out. Except for this one person in the crowd who has like a Nokia 82 to use. No one. No one. Just you. You think you're so awesome with your unbreakable phone. Okay, well what we are going to do though is we're going to take questions, and they will be fun because questions are fun.
I need your phone.
You need my phone? Are you going to try and like tether it to the... Okay, yeah, so we're going to try and get the phone off my 4G onto the laptop. This will work. Let's take a question or two. Also, while we pick the first question, and before we take the first question, I'm going to say, if you don't know who I am, by the way, always forget this part, my name is Tom. I make YouTube videos. You can just find me on youtube.com/Tom. And I make silly things, and lots of them are cartoons, and hopefully you like them and they don't kill you. But a question.
How do you think of the random things in astronaut movies?
How do I think of the random things in astronaut movies? Okay, so the way that like ideas come about for me is I have to 100% accept that I can't force them. And if I do try to force them, they're just shit. I'm like, oh, I just come up with a joke. There's cheese and a dinosaur, and the dinosaur is cheese, and then he explodes. And it's just awful. It's an awful joke. So what I kind of have to do is I kind of have to accept that the ideas are going to come out naturally and just be brain dead all the time. So I just have to indulge, and I can do nothing for like a week, and then suddenly I'll have an idea out of the blue, and it'll be awesome. But I'm completely that's kind of how most of my ideas come about. But lately I've been asking you guys for a lot of help, and you've been super amazing. So I go on Twitter sometimes and I say, give me a couple words, and then you'll just say words at me and just do like an influx of words. My phone goes mental and runs out of battery in about 3 seconds. And whoever's sitting next to me just thinks I'm really popular on Twitter. I always use it on the train. I get ideas. So like my character My Tunnel, he came about just from one person tweeting boom and another person tweeting like tunnel. And I was like, I will want tunnel. Because you know, that's how people think. Next question.
Remember it? I know you're busy with everything like Intel and your own stuff, but is there any progress on Crash Zoom?
Crash Zoom, oh, good question. So, Crash Zoom is a web series that I think was like my first or second MCM ever. I like hand on the flies and be like, coming mid-2010. It didn't. Oh, hello. So Crash Zoom is a web series I wanted to make for a very, very, very long time, but never like managed to get around to, just because it's impossible to kind of... Okay, someone else. It's impossible to get an animator to sign on for a forever project, basically. Okay, do you want to just do this for the rest of your life? And they go, no. So, one day I will have my own series, one day, and it will be weird. And it will basically be like a cross between Edward and Aston movie, and just mad. So, one day, my plan is to kind of like really crush it with Edward for about the rest of the, like, for 2014, and then kind of focus on that, but we'll see. We will see. I have to... Ooh, water!
What was it like working with the little boy who voices Catbug, and how did you manage to get hold of him to do the Muffin voice that was to die?
Oh my goodness. So, who here is a fan of Bravest Warriors? Fantastic. So I came up with a character for Aston Movie 7, and if you haven't seen it, I won't spoil anything. But when I came up with this character, I said, oh man, this character would be perfect if I get the voice of Catbug. And I was like, oh, that would be amazing, but it would never happen. And it was just like, I mentioned a couple of offhand things to a couple of contacts in the studio to make that, and they were just like, okay. And we got it, man, and it took ages to set up. Well, we got to work with Sam Lavigny. I can't pronounce his name. And whenever he says it, it's too adorable to understand. But he's this 7-year-old little boy, and he's so cute. And to direct this recording session for this character, I had to be on the phone to him. I mean, it was 3 a.m. here. It was about less than a week ago. I was on the phone to him in a sound booth studio in LA for 20 minutes, which was a very expensive phone call, directing him screaming the most horrendous things that you can make a 7-year-old scream. And yeah, and his mom was fine with it, which was really nice. That's fine, and sometimes she'd help me out. So I'd be like, Sam, for this line, please scream, somebody kill me. And then he'd scream it, and she'd be like, no, sweetie, like this. That was weird, but then again, his mother was apparently one of the original voice actors in the first Resident Evil game. So, hey, that's cool. Okay, next question.
Over here.
Yeah, sure. You sound so happy about everything now.
Who came up with the idea of Tom having no eyes? Was it you, Ed, or someone else?
It was a mixture of things. So there's quite a narrative in the show Edward, why my character Tom has no eyes. I've always considered them to be black eyes, not no eyes, but Ed was really insistent on fighting me on this. But this is my show now. So I call it shots. So basically, there was a reason. Originally, it was because the character had a line for eyes, which was me just ripping off a comic artist called Gary Larson. And then it kind of grew into eyes that just stayed black. And there has been a reason, there has always been a reason in my mind. And I'm going to kind of creep that into the show over the next few episodes, very subtly. But there is a reason, and it's pretty mad. It's one of the maddest things ever, so you'll see.
More. If you had the ability to do drunk science, would you do it?
I mean, when I get drunk, I typically just get really lazy and like less curious, well, not about science at least. And I'm just, if I had the competency to do drunk science, I mean, the only science I do would be I'd blow something up. So, no, because if I'm ever missing a hand or something, if I'm just walking around on stage like this, then you'll know that yes, I got drunk and did science. How's it going, by the way, Kim? Were you working? You're working on it. Still Michael J. Foxy. Okay. Next, we'll move down to the front in the middle.
After seeing Astor movie 7, does this mean Astor movie 8 will be in colour?
Yeah, see, when I did this joke, I was really afraid that would be what people thought. So there is a gag in Astor movie 7, if you haven't seen it, that may involve colour, maybe, no spoilers. And I was really afraid that if I did one gag in colour, everyone would be like, oh, it's in colour. Now it's like, no, this is one gag. But I really wanted to put a gag after that one to be like, no, we just didn't want the pacing, so I had to just accept that this is a question that I would inevitably get asked. But no, it's not in colour. Colour is the devil. I don't like colour in Astor movie because I find it too distracting, I find it too difficult for people to like process the joke because it's only being told in the space of a second. So you just need to be like, there are two things, now they're talking and I can understand. But if you're like, there are two things, there's a cloud, is the cloud significant? The whole point is that only what's significant is in the shot. So no. Yes. Someone's yelling. Let's take a question now in front here. Matt, let's see things. Just been very keen.
Hi, bit of a silly question, but have you sold enough shirts to buy a boat?
Yeah, it would be a very small boat. I kind of like given up on that doing the pepperoni on, and that's, you know, sad. Right, guys? Woe is me. But one day I hope to buy a pool and put a boat in the pool. So this is in the future, but one day, and you'll be the first to know. I will make a boat video. I don't know if we'll have a video, but there'll be a boat. Question.
Which YouTuber would you like to do one of the voice SDF movies?
Cool, yeah, I mean, yeah, good question. So what YouTuber would I like to use their voice in an Astor movie? So one of the things I love about Astor movie is that I get to work with loads of amazing, super cool voice actors, and I love them all. And, you know, so I get to work with people who are like my idols of the time. You know, and I mean, one of the people that massively inspired me when I was 12, which was 11 years ago, is a guy called Rob, who is at the Cyanide and Happiness table over there. And like, and I'd love to work with someone like him. It's just like about getting kind of everyone that I loved. I really wanted to get Interrupter in Astor movie, and I did. And it was such a bad sketch, and I hate it. So like one day I want to do it again and make it good. The sketch I'm talking about is the sketch called I'm going on a tangent. The sketch is called it's called Mugger, where it's like, you're getting mugged, kid. No, you're getting mugged. It's just rubbish. But the reason it's rubbish is because I really try to not make Astor movie too offensive, like violent, sure, but not offensive. So whenever I come up with a really offensive joke, I change it to not be offensive. So this joke was as offensive as it could be, and I changed the subject matter to something else, and it made the joke in no way funny. And I would leave it to your imagination what the joke was before. Please don't hold it against me. It's about as bad as it gets. I don't choose which jokes come in here, but I get to control which ones come out, unless I'm drunk. In which case they all fall out and I get hit in the face. I'm called a misogynist.
Are you right? I've got two questions. Why are you so awesome? And who inspired you to start YouTube?
Ooh, okay. Well, first of all, thanks. Why am I so awesome? I mean, I try to be good at things sometimes, and I try to learn a lot. I accepted long ago that I'm really rubbish, so I'm constantly making an effort to be better at everything I do in a slow, gradual way. So that, I guess, contributes to not being rubbish. But who inspired me to start YouTube? Well, those things that I was already making content online about 5 years before YouTube even existed. So, I'm not that old, I promise. I'm 23. And so when YouTube started, like it was my friend Ed who was uploading Edwell to YouTube instead of Newgrounds, and it was like, oh cool, because I'd always wanted to film things, but like I'd try to put on Newgrounds, people were like, this isn't cartoons or dick jokes, go away. So YouTube was kind of the first place they could do it, and my first video on YouTube was just me filming my day. So I guess I was just thinking my friend was doing it, so I did it. But there were no YouTube stars back then. There was no, like Charlie is so cool, like, you know, hadn't even started doing his GCSEs, so that was pretty crazy. Yes.
How did you acquire the /Tom YouTube name?
Friends in the YouTube places. Basically, I have friends who I had a couple of friends who work at YouTube, and I was like, "Can I get the Tom name, please?" And they were like, "Okay, Tom." And then I went, "Can I also get the username fuck?" And they went, "Okay, Tom." That one's gone now though, and now it's gone because the higher ups at YouTube found out about it and like threatened to ban me and shut me out of about 3 advertising. I got kicked off Geek Week because they found it midway through Geek Week. If you remember that. And that's why suddenly they just cut me out of everything. And I probably shouldn't legally be saying this, but yeah. The question over on this side of the room.
What was the inspiration behind the first Aston movie?
Oh my goodness, so I wanted to have a book ready for this MCM. So basically this MCM is just me being like, I didn't get anything right. But I wanted to have a book ready which is like a big book on Aston movie, like the story behind everything. Because I thought if anything else I could contribute like the methodology behind it. Because I do think about it a lot. It takes 9 months to make each episode because I think. It's just me thinking. I make them in about 3 days. But anyway, the logic behind the first Aston movie was partially I just wanted to rip off the laser collection. I'll be honest. But also, I just wanted to take like condensed humor and like cram it into video. And I wanted to make it live action. But people it was just too difficult to make. So many of the gags were just like beyond my skill set. And so I was like, I'll make it a cartoon instead. And that's kind of the story really, is just I couldn't film it, so I made it a cartoon, and it was significantly better off for it. I think it's a lot harder to make a bad cartoon than a bad video for live action. Who's going to say hello to next? Someone here, and then someone over there.
I've got 2 questions.
Shoot.
Firstly, in Aston movies, we saw a return to Desmond the Moon Bear. Will we be seeing any more returning characters in the next Aston movies?
Good question.
As well as that, do you care if people call it ASDF movie? Because I know a lot of people call it ASDF movie.
I don't care anymore. Just physically cannot care anymore what you call it. No, I'm done. And it's fine if you call it an ASDF movie, because then, it's actually, people are more likely to find it. Because they're spelling it out and say, there's a movie, what? And then the most common results on Google, ASF movie, AS movie. Although I think that second one is not for me. But yeah. What I don't get though is when people spell it ASDF and that's all in caps, and then the M is capitalized and there's a space. It's I can understand saying it differently, but writing it? Come on, guys. Anyway, ran over. I forgot the first question. Desmond movie, other returning characters. Okay, so my brain derailed me. Yes, Desmond movie. So he's cool. And dead. I think my motivation for bringing Desmond back was so you should bring Desmond back and he should say blah blah, he should say blah blah. And my kind of genuine response to when people do that is, I'm gonna not do that. I'm gonna kill it. It's a real problem when my mum was like, Tom, feed the dog. And I was like, wow. But yes, there will be a return of a lot of characters. I try not to do too many callback gags each episode, maybe 2 or 3. I don't want Aston movie to go the way of things like Little Britain and other things on TV where it's cool, we came up with this funny joke, let's do it every day. And that's why I put certain characters to bed after a while, the other train skip, because I told all the jokes. Ooh, he has a laptop. Is that a good thing? It's a better thing. Oh my god, don't get excited. But yes, so question over here.
How do you
Oh, that was good.
How do you approach people about doing YouTube videos? Do you just text someone and go, do you want to be a cake?
Yeah, that time I did. But a lot of the time, I think, and this is true for kind of everything work related in my life, is you don't just go to someone and you say, you don't have something, I can give it to you. And instead of say, even if you're asking for a job, you're instead of going to someone, hey, can I have a job with a company? You say, hey, your company is this and this, I can give you this. And sometimes that just makes you seem arrogant, but it's what I do. So when I go up to someone, even if they're a small YouTuber, I say, I have quite a big audience, I would like to share my audience with you, or something like that. So yeah, that's a great thing, and that's a great way to kind of collaborate with YouTubers. But sometimes I do just say, yes, hey, Chris Kendall, be a wizard. so I can punch you in the face, or something like that. In fact, that's how I get most of my characters. I will probably punch you in the face. I normally miss. Let's make a video.
I have a couple of questions, if that's alright.
I'm laughing at how Matt's with the microphone.
First question is, it's kind of already been answered, but is there any certain ideas for your next passive baby, and is there any particular questions that you've always wanted to answer but have never been asked before at these kind of events?
Oh goodness, okay, first of all, so are there any new Astor babies in the work? So yes, so this is kind of a fun thing that I can announce. So first of all, there are 2 more Astor things set for this year alone, which is cool. One of them is, it's not called this, but it's basically Bad Stuff Movie, which is just all the like cut gags that I've never used, that I like wrote and just never put in because I think they don't work, or they're too long, or they're just shit. So I'm doing basically an Astor movie deleted scene. It's going to be like a full-length thing, probably like 15 jokes, and it's so that I can clear out my head because they all live in there. And there's all these crappy jokes where like, Tom, do you want to do the one where the guy thinks he's a postmark, but he's not? And I'm like, no, get out of my head. And I can't get them out of my head genuinely until I put them in a video. So I'm making this like cathartic, get out of my head, stupid joke video. And also we're going to do a music video. I do the music with the lovely little Deuce, who does all my music. He's very amazing, and you can buy his CDs at my table, which have like most of the Astor movie themes and stuff like that. He's really cool. He's also in the audience. You'll see him. He's really tall. But yes, and I won't tell you which character it's for though. And if you all think it's one character, you're probably wrong. Because I like surprising you sometimes. Okay. I really want to like get pumped. It's been like I guess it's been up. It was like slowly buffering. Awesome. How long do you reckon it'll be until we get to 15? 3 to 4 minutes. Oh my god. We may, but probably won't, be able to play Astor Movie 7 in a minute. But don't get excited. And wait, was there a question?
We've got someone in the back here.
Okay, real quickly, questions that no one else has asked, I'd love to answer. I can't think of any right now, and they're probably like really heavy. It's huge. Just clap to the dick, like, come on. That's what gets the clap, really. Okay, question in the back, yes.
Thank you for the talk, by the way, and I was wondering, how do you feel about being nominated for Best British Vlogger? And
so Radio 1's doing this like Best British Vlogger thing, thanks. And they're like, it's like, oh, that's cool. I vlog, that's new. It's kind of weird. I rolled up my sleeves before I did this, they keep rolling down, so I'm now walking around like a raptor. This is fun. I just give up, shall I? So I've been nominated for Best British Vlogger, which is a really strange thing because I don't really vlog too much. I like to, but I don't. It's made my sleeves floppy. But that's cool. It's very nice of them. Potentially just a ploy to get me to send people to their website. I don't know anything about marketing. But hey, it's cool. If I win, that'd be really nice. But I'm up against like Jack Scap, so I'm not going to. But what a boy can dream. Next question.
How much fun do you have when you're doing voice acting for something like Astor's movie or any of your animated comics? And she has a request.
Can you do the mind turtle voice for us?
Okay. First of all, I have fun when I'm doing the voices, but I do them really quickly because obviously these characters have been in my head for months before I do the voices. So I'll go up to the microphone, I'll do the voice, and then I'll rap with that character. I'll do all the voices, and then if I get a particular voice actor that I want, I will replace that voice with. I'll replace my voice with theirs. But yeah, so I will just go to it, and I'll be like, "Hey buddy, get off my banana! Hey buddy, get off my banana!" That's fine. Because I know exactly what this character sounds like. I want and if you listen to some of the Astor movies, if it sounds like I'm doing someone else, so like, "Hey buddy, drew that frown upside down." I wanted a different YouTuber called Zach Hale, Psychic Pebbles. to do that line, but he didn't send me the line, so it's just me doing an impression of him, which is great. Good job, me. But can I do the Wine Tunnel voice? I can try. Oh my god. It goes like this. That doesn't come out of my mouth, and basically I didn't realise this until like I tried to do a longer line. Oh my god, it's loaded! It's happened! Yes! Yes! And this is what happens when you don't prepare a thing. Everything works out for the best. Yes, Killian's getting the reins. Okay, it's not really... I mean... Sure, let's risk it. Okay. So, after movie 7. No!
I love this one.
Better. Oh, no, don't tell me, just unruffle it. I fucking knew it. I said it to you. Is this really happening? Is this really happening?
Hey, what'd you get for your birthday? I got older! That is weird.
Ma'am, I'm afraid I caught your son doing homework.
But where did I go wrong? Hey, Joey, you want to eat me?
No thanks, Mr. Muffin.
But I want to die.
Hey, Stacy, do you want to go to the prom with me? I'm sorry, but I'm a ghost. But you're not dead. Bye, Brian.
Hey, buddy, you want to take this outside? Sure. Wow, what a lovely evening.
This is a really good idea.
Don't jump. You have so much to live for. What did you do flop?
Oh, I'm so full.
You root for muffin?
No.
Why won't you let me die?
Hey, baby, are you an angel? Because I'm allergic to feathers.
You're fat.
I am a very tall midget.
Hey, buddy, turn that frown upside down. Okay. Desmond, the moon bear. Hey, what a banana! Oh, what? No, turn it back!
Who wants a muffin?
I'm genuinely on the stage right now. Who's next?
We have Infinite next, sci-fi web series, but everybody, Tomska!